for sure.
Cool. Going back to more specifics about paddle sports. Recently, so the British Canoeing became the governing body of paddle sports. So it was B Super.
Yeah, for paddleboarding.
Yeah, paddleboarding.
Yeah, so previous to that, we didn't have in the UK we didn't have a governing body as such for paddleboarding. So it's been something that's been talked about like in the background for a long time, really, about whether or not it's needed, whether or not British Canoeing would do it, or it would be one of the other organisations offering.
I think it's
training.
reached a level now where it does.
Yeah, and I think it's really healthy, and I think it will help move the sport forwards as well.
Yeah,
and give people a really great benchmark in terms of qualifications and training and things that they can.
so they seem like the natural choice. Do you think?
Yeah, I absolutely.
Were you involved in any of that?
Not involved in that side of things. No, I suppose my involvement comes at the next stage, really, where I get out there and I train the trainers to deliver the courses that we would then run as the governing body. So
you were happy with that decision?
Yeah. I think it's going to really move the sport forwards, and there's so much infrastructure through British Canoeing in terms of experience of running and writing qualifications and also giving safety advice that I really hope will move everything forwards. There's always room to grow as well, so I think British Canoeing are pretty good at getting things right, and if people have been aware of them or involved with them previously, it's quite a changed organisation over the last sort of several years, really. So it's really moved forwards massively, and I think it will be helpful for the sport of paddleboarding for sure.
So what will be their key role as the governing body to do what?
So governance of things like qualifications and sort of setting out sort of frameworks for that, but also giving clear safety advice to people as well. And as well as working with the other organisations, like you mentioned, Be Super and some of the other organisations as well, to work coherently together. Because there's some great things going on around the UK with paddleboarding, and the thing that is absolutely common between everybody, whether it's somebody from a different organisation or from British Canoeing or whatever, is that people are passionate about it and they want to make it better. So I know that the intention is to
and
work
safer as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I could imagine like a TV commercial about basic safety, like that would be sponsored by the British Canoeing. Do you know what I mean? Things like that.
And I know there's
which would feature you, obviously.
Of course. Yeah. One day I'll age out of that role, and yeah. I always worried that somebody will say one day, oh Chris, sorry, we mean someone else. Just like move
so
over.
You were
now.
second choice. Sorry,
yeah, move over now. But yeah, I know something that's being pushed now is more information at the point of sale as well. So.
Yes.
So when people go to their local supermarket or whatever, and you can buy paddleboards there, when they're on sale often through the summer, that there's more information about where to go, how to keep safe, and what to do.
That makes sense.
Actually, at that point, and that's something which I think has been needed. People haven't necessarily, I suppose, realised that it was needed, but there's a lot of instances of people buying paddleboards and then getting out there and getting into trouble really quickly.
Yeah. So just it's education, safety, just general awareness that people like you have a role in like spreading that, I suppose.
Yeah, and I am aware of that role as well. People will often look to me for advice or for an answer. Sometimes people are left with a bit of a, is it this one or is it this one? And they say like, Chris, just tell us what the answer is. So I know I've got a lot of responsibility with that, but it is super important, I think, for people to have some clarity. And I think moving forwards with the governing body, that's what British Canoeing will do.